track. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Judith. We've made it all the way to April, our second year. Once this terrible sleet storm ends, well, we'll start putting seed in the ground. I was talking before the show started, we were going to seed barley, we're going to seed corn, and sorghum. And the reason we're going to do that is the brewery is going to require barley. The whiskey facility is going to require barley and dried corn. And then the ethanol plant is going to require barley, no, not barley, corn, dried corn, and sorghum. So those are going to be the productions we're going to focus on for this fall. I've taken some milk up to the dairy already. We're processing that into bottled milk. I feel it's got a really good return on investment because it's 2 to 1. And then we're also going to be taking some goat milk up there later. Working on bottled goat milk. I think I've seen we've got little baby goats, so we've had one iteration of reproduction on our goats, I think. Let's go check. So yeah, we got little baby 2-month-old goats here. Mr. Amazing, what is up, sir? I'm glad you like this farm too. I expanded the farm. I got 2 cow pastures off in the distance over there. I put another cow pasture down here in this flat by the river, and I got one off over there. So we've got 6 cow barns on this farm. We've got goats. Yeah, I can see that. I focused down here in this corner. I wanted to do this farm because, one, I let the wife pick it, and I was like, pick which farm you like, and she picked this one. Course, the one furthest from the shop, but she liked it because it felt more real to her, with the farmhouse kind of removed from all the animals and everything. And I kind of agreed with her. Bad things are happening. Bad things are occurring. All right, let's go. Like I said, 4 more loads. And then we won't have to mess with it for a while. All right, we got grass here. We got grass there. We got clover. I got 2 fields. One behind the farmhouse, one behind the cow pen. And the rest of the fields are back behind all the animal pens. Jeez, with this sleek pen. All right, we need to do 4 more straw bales. And we're not going to mess with using the forks today. Would you get over there? I've not found it too bad. What's up, Scooter? How's it going? It would be if I took big farm machinery over there. Fill her up. I do like driving over signs, though. He's got tons of signs. Tons of signs. And before we forget, this video's brought to you by Jolly Rancher Gaming and Backbone. Thank you for being farm barons. Shut up the gate. We don't need our critters escaping. Escape, escape. Usually I don't, but I was feeling a little role play-ish this evening. What made you choose this farm, Mr. Amazing? I say I want to roleplay as I pick bales up with my hands, but hey. 2 cows and a sheep and goat. So you just were looking for that mix. Well, the map definitely gives lots of players, lots of choices. Great for multiplayer. I think Jacer and Tukey are on a multiplayer with it. I do wish we could place these buildings down. That would have been nice. Box a run, is this real? Well, I mean, it's not real, but it's real at the same time. All right, 2 more. No, 1 more. 1 more over there, and then we'll see if we can't make this terrible sleet go away. There we go. We did it. No more sleet in my ear. Hopefully it wasn't too loud on your guys' side. All right. Get back in storage. And let's go here. Let's turn that off. Oh, shoot. I was going to bump into that to knock my bales in. There. What's up, Rez? What, they stopped again? Oh my crap! Oh, that freaked me out. I was expecting that to have a collision. Jeez, freaks you out when you're like, whoa, 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 what's going on? Here we go, 1, 2, 3, make me some magic TMR. I like doing bales, and I also like having a silage silo. So I can use bales for hay and straw. Hopper off of silage and get within the range of the ratio I need. So yeah, then I bought this. Right, I bought that open lot down by the river. I bought that open lot. So I figured I was going to double down on beef and dairy cattle. What's up, Sir Raznak? Are you playing this farm too? Oh. Silage silo, huh? We're up here in the rafters. Okay. Task done. I can't bring myself to do horses anymore. Not since FS19. 19, they were decent enough to do because you got some good money after 10 days. 22, they totally tanked the profitability of horses, and they didn't really do anything with it in 20 and 25. Just like real life, horses are a waste of money. I'll tell folks, horses in real life are tax shelters for the rich. They need something that's a loss leader so they can basically deduct it. Alright, let's go hook up to our... What do you want to do first? You want to plant or do you want to seed? Plant or seed? We're going to do both. I'll let you pick. Put in chat. Plant or seed? What's up, Joel? Joe, not Joel. We're not planting poplar. Poplar is very unpopular with me. This is where I put my seed. Two pallets. 3 pallets. 4 pallets. We'll go with one more. Yeah, I forgot this thing has liquid fertilizer. I'm not going to go all the way flipping up there. Oh, let's fix it. Concrete and steel. Turn around, Jones. Turn around. I was going to make a couple fields in the back, rice, but they didn't look like they were flat enough. And I wasn't willing to work with the aftermath. No taters. We don't have any Piggly Wigglies. Not putting taters in. I'm just going to ignore that. I can't ignore it. Ah, much better. So yeah, we're going to do corn. And we're going to put corn back in the two fields that had corn. Right here, I'm going to put barley in old 23 and 26. And I'm going to put barley in probably 10 and 11. We're going to go sorghum in 3 and 2. That's what we're going to do. Alt B, turn on that sensor. Although it shouldn't need it. This is the Vaderstad that came with the plains and prairies. If anyone is wondering. Off we go. Oh, we're gonna burn through some nitrogen. What's up, David? How's it going? How's my PIF score? Pretty bad so far, but remember, all we've done is harvest once. We'll get her better. Yeah, we get lots of Aussies and New Zealanders here. We stream right around their morning, mid-morning, early afternoon, depending on what side of the country they're on. Paul, what's up? How's it going, Buddha? Feel like it's a long time no see. Welcome back. Then we got some night owls from the UK. Or other parts of the globe. What's up, Big Papa Sims? Who among you is going to be going to FarmCon? Probably not too many of this audience, but who among you is going to FarmCon? That's just a couple weeks away. Trying to find the dates. July 5th and 6th. So that is 2.5 weeks away. We should get information about Stars Align. That's going to release in Q3. Q3 starts in 2 weeks. So we should get information about Stars Align from FarmCon. We might even get information about the Q4 expansion at FarmCon. That would be great. It's hard to say what else we might get word on. Way too early to get any word about what would be included in a potential year 2 DLCs. But the expansion is pretty good money. It's going to be a UK or Irish, Scottish style map, just based on the teaser image that they posted. Hoping we get some classic UK brands like maybe McHale. That would be awesome. That's more Irish, I believe, or Scottish. I get them all mixed up. So we'll just have to wait, see, find out. While I'm not going to be at FarmCon, this channel will be your news channel for that. As I get information, I will be posting it. What's up, Smooth? That's what we'll call you, because that's a long name. That's a long name, dude. No, still 41. There, of course, will be modding tutorials, modding sessions. Kind of wish they'd bring back the mod contest. That would be great. But only us that have been around for a while remember anything about a mod contest. They did it in Farm Sim 17. I think they did it in 19, but then not since then. Jonathan, you may be able to find online a default button mapping for the Logitech that might be able to help you out. I can't help you out there other than to say to go into your controls and then from here you might find, oh, scroll over, there you go. Then if you scroll over, you'll see your other controllers. Find your wheel, then just scroll through until you find the button or the multiple entries for the button. That's the only thing I would say. Oh, I just realized. I can set the dead zone in game now. I knew they gave us this. I didn't realize we could fix our dead zone if we had one. That's awesome. Sounds dead. What? Game sounds low? How's that? Is that better? Oh. Yeah, well, the default dead zone is like 14%. It's awful. I set it to 1. That way I don't have to have the wheel precisely on center. But yeah, the default dead zone, and sometimes when you reset your controls or whatever, you got to go in and reset your dead zone. Well, I thought we were going to burn through fertilizer, but it seems like we've maintained that pretty good. We haven't really gone through too much corn either. I use a trackball, so it makes mouse work pretty easy. Just flick the thumb. Or left click and just fling the mouse thumb to raise and lower your hydraulics. For me, I always end up forgetting which way does what. Exactly, Raz, exactly. So, where are we at? Right. Do. There you go. There's your atrocious colors. Colors that just absolutely offend the eyeballs. Much, much better. Much more appealing. Hey, I know folks that turn on colorblind mode just because they like the colors better. So they changed the GPS lines for colorblind mode. I think it'll like patch 1.8. So, all right, my crops, my soil types are all different. All right, my crops are all different. Field states are all different. These are all different. So just turn on colorblind mode. So I turn it on because I am colorblind to some extent, and like this, oh, come back here. All of these iterations of growing, it's like I don't know what state anything's in. And there's still some things that I'll go and I'll just toggle on and off. Right, and be like, which one is which? Which is rice and which is sugarcane? I don't know, they look the same to me. So you just, toggle it on and off and see what blinks. What's going on here? There we go. Yeah, if I didn't have my eye change color contacts in, right, you'd be really weird because my eyes are red. No, they're not. Pickles are atrocious. Whoever invented pickles is wrong in the head. Ranch is only good on a few things, like occasionally dipping cheesy bacon fries in them. Or it's the last resort for a salad dressing. Tookie dunks ranch on his pizza. It's completely weird. So we have a international audience here, so to speak. I've got a question. This came up at work today. The weirdest things come up at work. My question to you, international audience. Do you know what bingo is, and is it a thing in your country? I have a sense that bingo's an American thing, and the rest of the world is like, what is wrong with you people? We've got some international students at work, and yeah, I was asking them if they've ever played bingo, and they're like, one guy has, and he never wins. The other guy had no idea what I was talking about. What's up, Andrew? Are you missing out on bingo? I don't know. It depends. If you've never tried it before, you should go try it. Just watch out for the old ladies that run like 8 or 9 cards and have their little stampers. Those are pro players. You don't want to cross a pro player. All right, that is done, son. Oh, all right, back up the truck, Chuck. We gotta go over here and put our sorghum in. I have seen people put ketchup on eggs. I think it's offensive, but I have seen it before. Oh, we have Lotto. We have Lotto. That's not really a community game though. You buy a Lotto ticket and you hope your number gets drawn. Right? Bingo is more like you've got 50 people in a bingo hall and you're all hoping that you get to scream bingo first. There's usually money involved, right? I don't know. It might be like a $5 buy-in on the game, but If you win the game, you might win 500 bucks. Typically, it's like the house takes 50% and the winner takes 50%. Well, rats, it's definitely not rattlesnake because they don't let you kill snakes in Australia. They've got the most deadly snakes in the world and you can't kill a single one of them. Crazy people they are. Crazy people. I have not really done bingo for legit, so I was just making that up. But yeah, 80% you, house takes 20. I mean, that's pretty good for a take. All you gotta do is sit there and wait for a number and letter to be called. Alright, catch you later, Mr. Amazing. Oh no, we ran into a fence. I was looking like, oh my god, did I not change the crop? Am I putting corn in? But I changed it. So what's a uniquely Australian meal? Barbecue shrimp. I'm gonna go with barbecue shrimp, Raz. Everyone knows Australians put shrimp on Barbies. And that's not Barbie dolls. Anonymous, thank you, sir, for your subscription. If you're in chat, I'd like Anonymous to say hi. We can all chat back to Mr. Anonymous. Now, you can't say everything's bigger in Australia because Texas has got that motto. What even is that? Lemmingtons? What? You eat lemmings? Beets? Why would you do that? Why would you ruin a perfectly good meat patty with a beet? looks like we're gonna need some more fertilizer. Their water runs uphill. Is that what you're saying? All right, let's go get some more fertilizer. Well, Raz, we had ribs tonight. Homemade ribs. Pretty good. I think that's a fallacy. That's because people stand upside down there, so everything looks backwards. But it's because they're standing on the roof, on the ceiling. Yeah, I'm a certified carnivore. I'll take. This is my favorite thing to do. Is get some vegetable soup and add meat to it. Vegetarian vegetable soup and then just add some beef to it. When in doubt, go to the salad bar and find the crumbled bacon and just dump a heap load of that in. What? Stop. What is going on here? I would give up everything but animal. If it comes from an animal, I'll eat it. I'll give up plants. The little grocery I go to lunch on during the summer, they had buffalo wings today as an option. I was like, "Are they boneless?" They're like, "No, they're not boneless." I'm like, "Oh well, okay, no, bone-in wings are not a lunch item. That's a dinner item. You can't eat bone-in buffalo wings for lunch at work. That's just too messy. So, Andrew, the difference between buffalo and bison is the fact that bison don't have wings. That's straightforward. Buffaloes have wings, bisons don't. Yeah, boneless are just chicken nuggets. But, you know, at work, you can't really have sloppy fingers. So we went with Salisbury steak. We went with scallop potatoes. And the old beans of green. Buffalo is a state of mind. It's also state. No, city. Butter and Tabasco. Yeah, they're bison. I know, Gary. I'm going there tomorrow. Taking the kids, we're going there for Father's Day lunch. What's up, Mega Farmer? I like to go there and play the trivia, but not actually play the trivia like by being logging in and keeping score and everything. We like to just read the question and say what we think the answer is. Yeah, but I think authentic buffalo sauce is just melted butter and Tabasco. Or melted butter and Frank's Hot or something. Well, isn't a potato chip attributed to some guy who was trying to get back at some customer with respect to like potato, like French fries or something? So he sliced them super thin and fried them up or something. That's called popcorn chicken. Okay, that concludes our sorghum and corn. And then we're gonna put barley, 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 clovers here, corn or grass and grasses there. That's the place where you toss peanut shells on the ground. I've never had chili there. What's up, Whiskey Creek? How's it going? I might have to try it one day if I find myself in another roadhouse of Texas. Life of the farmer, farming and baling. Yep. It's kind of warm here today. I think it was up to 90 today. Went outside right before 7 o'clock and it was like 70 degrees. I was like, dang, why is it so warm already? I thought those little tires were going backwards, but no, they're going the right way. Yeah, it's been wet here. In fact, not last weekend, but the weekend before that, I didn't even get a chance to mow the grass. It was just so wet. I wouldn't have had a chance to mow the grass this last weekend if I didn't do it on Friday afternoon. Alright, it will let me load this bad boy up with seed. Will that open the lid? It would be nice when you unloaded seed if it went back to the format that it was in when you filled it. So like since we have these pallets of seed, it'd be nice when we unload it if it goes back that way. All right, off town we go. Oh, Andrew, we don't wash anything around here. If it's clean, it means it doesn't work. I mean, the only reason this tractor's clean is because we had that hailstorm. All right, we'll have to come back with our fence and spray this. I had a pair of fence behind me today on the way to work, but I don't know what model. It looked like it was pulling a truck. All right, catch you later, Whiskey Farms. Auto seeding, and we're putting in low seed. Yeah, I saw that, which made me think about our speculation on Stars Align, and if we would get a MB track as well as possibly the Unimog. A nice quality MB track would be cool. Definitely some good stuff coming out as of late. I mean, you could always put the MB track over on Hoff. Perfect for the MB track. That could be your main tractor. But I'll get you. I got you. So we're going to be borrowing this one and that one. There we go. Rolling buttons. Mr. Dio, I have no idea what Mayfair is. Unless you're talking about Maypole. Maypole's out. Like what map? Raz? This Cedar's been around for so long. I think Mayfair is a Walmart brand. And give us a fish hatchery. Right. Or is it Wayfair? Wayfair, is that the Walmart brand, not Mayfair? Then one of them's a mail order furniture place. Bucket. Is it? How so? Don't change it, just update it. So you want it multi-fruit with a custom growth calendar and additional productions. Wow, what dots are you connecting? Well, I mean, you can always make it your project. You can call it make Riverbend Springs great again. You log in to EasyDev admin in the EasyDev menu. So you go to EasyDev menu, and then there will be a new option over here for multiplayer. Then down here will be log in as EasyDev admin. I know a guy, he did this really long video on EasyDev, and he's even got a section in there about multiplayer. It's even time-stamped in the description. It could be a great resource for people who want to use EasyDev in multiplayer. It is a farmer guy, and the last name is more than 3 letters. I did not know that fish farming was huge in Scotland. But yeah. We got a big fish hatchery that's just wasting space in Riverbend Springs. So maybe it will be a part of the Q4 expansion. So that video also clicks through all the multiplayer permissions. Some things you can assign permissions to a standard player. Some things you can assign permissions to farm manager and above. And then you can set the EasyDev admin password to be different from the game admin password. But that password is stored in plain text in the save game. So anyone who has access to save game would have access to the EasyDev password. Well, we'll see. Maybe we'll get information about... I kind of doubt it, but maybe we'll get information about the Q4 expansion at FarmCon. I don't know. They might tell us about it just from the standpoint of giving us a teaser. They might at least confirm the location. What game is making you do this? Oh, it's called Burden of Command. Did y'all see that mod that lets you engage GPS while you're backing up? It's gotta be a must-have. It always annoyed me that whenever I'd back up, I would try to engage GPS and then drive forward, and it wouldn't work. It's like, come on, people. Alright, that field's done. Let's take care of this one now. And then, yeah. Then next week we'll be in a position to mow grass and clover again. I'm definitely expecting Q3 Stars Align to be announced, revealed. Other than that, I really don't know what might be talked about. I do know that supposedly FarmCon might have a playable demo. For attendees. I mean, it's FarmCon. It's not Giants Con. It's not straight 4Con. So I don't think it's going to be that heavy. They're just publishing it, right? So it's... I don't know, I could see him talking about the engine. The Giants engine, and maybe changes they're making to the engine to accommodate the racing title. That would maybe one day come to the next iteration of the game. I know being in Germany, it's a bit of a stretch for lots of people. Well, do you know if the coffee was brewed with clean water? It may not really matter depending on the water source. Not all of them, but yeah, it's the language barrier. But these days, you can get apps on your phone and then put headphones in. And the app will use your mic on your phone and then your headphones to do a live translation. So tech like that is really cool these days. That phones are smart enough, internet connections are fast enough that you can do near real-time translations with just a smartphone. What's up, Schultz? I thought French coffee was made with piss water. Or isn't that why they have French presses? Because, you know, you're just using old grounds constantly. I think coffee's disgusting. Myself. Awful. It's gross. How's the wisdom teeth? Or should I say the holes? Holes that result in those wisdom teeth's removal. Are you going to be able to roadcraft on Friday? You definitely need to be putting some bubble gum in and chewing some bubble gum. Uh, what motherboard do you have? I've heard some things about various motherboards in AM5. Might want to get a BIOS update. I don't know if it's Asus or MSI, or maybe it's both of them. I think I saw a video thumbnail about if you have an Asus motherboard, update now because some vulnerability or whatever. I'm running a Franken board, so I wasn't too concerned, but is it just unstable? Is it crashed? Does it reboot? Maybe there's an Agisa update? Or you got a 7,000 CPU, right? I know Roadcraft was crashing on you. Crashing regardless of load. Like if you're just sitting at the desktop, it blows up. I mean, it might be worth using DDU to completely wipe out the display drivers and then load them from scratch. What's your wattage on your power supply? That's pretty high up there, right? Yeah, it shouldn't. You threaten it to show it a topless photo of you? I can see how it would want to cooperate after that. I mean, yeah, I check your BIOS update for your board. Update to whatever the latest is. All right. Catch this bottom part. We're gonna have to get a little bit on the end where it didn't quite run the whole way down. Well, as long as you don't lose power in the middle, but your board probably has flashback, which would allow you to probably recover from a brick BIOS. But yeah, it's one of those things you want to triple double check after you've triple checked your doubles that you definitely have got the BIOS for the right board before you start. And it's obviously going to reset all your settings. So if you had, I know you've reset all your expo and stuff, but if you had any custom timings, to write those down so you can put them back in. I mean, other than checking temps, do you have, is it air or water cooled? And make sure you, like, the pump on your water cool isn't out or something. So after we get these two fields, and I might hire a helper to do those, so we can run some milk up to the dairy. Well, not that I think it would fix anything, but my normal go-to is, when in doubt, reload. But I don't think that would actually resolve your issue. What is running? Oh, it was a helicopter. There was an airplane. All right, off to the dairy. Was that like a full reload or just disassemble, reassemble? But if you auto sell milk, you can't do productions, Sir Raznak. We do have to make our way all the way to the northern town. That's okay. Well, I mean, I had a gremlin in my Lenovo laptop. I don't think I ever really figured it out. It got to where it would want to, if it was cold, right? Like if it was off for a period of time, so therefore everything was cold, and you turned it on, it would boot loop. It would boot loop. It would start loading Windows and then boot loop for, I don't know, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 times. Eventually it would come up to the Windows recovery, and then I would say boot into Windows, and then it would finally boot into Windows. But if it was warm, you could reboot, it was fine. So I thought maybe it was like a bad solder joint or something. And then it got to the point where it would basically run in limp mode, as if it was thermal throttled, and it would run super slow, like 400 megahertz, even if it wasn't hot. So I took it apart, repasted it. That worked for a little bit, and then it just did it again, and then I was like, well, maybe it didn't like the paste, because when I took it apart it had like thermal putty and pads. So I bought various pads and put on it. I've since retired the laptop. Took those drives out. Stuck them in a stupidly fast system. One of AMD's new AI chips with their new integrated graphics that's like a better than a 3060 or a 4060. Now you need to get your number 2 pencil and use the eraser and scrub the gold contacts with the eraser, and then put the cartridge in. There's Casey's. Oh, I think we're close to having our Buc-ee's open up. I think a couple weeks out. Oh, there's our bottled milk, ready to be picked up. I haven't gone in here. Man, you all got catering, oh, ice cream. Oh my gosh. Do you have any frozen Snickers bars? Farmer's ice, no. No. Laundry. This is a fancy firehouse, I'll tell you what. This is not like any firehouse I've been in. What's up? Oh, is this your EOC? Oh, it's already had warranty work on it. Oh, well, at that point, maybe just pick up a mid-grade AM5 board and drop in the CPU and run from that. But bottled milk, you get twice as much. So milk, $6.99. Bottled milk is $5.54, but you get double the milk. See, 10 milk in, 20 milk out. So 10,000 liters of milk in, 20,000 liters of bottled milk out. Does EVGA still make boards? No, I think they stopped their board stuff too, didn't they? Well, I'd say check out Hardware Unboxed for their AM5 motherboard roundup. They'll cover VRM temps and power stages and performance. As well as feature set. He'll have at least one or two or more AM5 board roundup videos. When I built this one, it's my Frankenboard. It's a fabulous Chinese motherboard. With a mobile 14900 HX CPU. I wouldn't necessarily suggest that route for everyone. But, you know, i9 14900 HX, 5 gigahertz, 24 core, 32 threads, lots of little boxes, right? I put in 48 gigs of DDR5 6000. And we got, oh, let's see here. We got an SSD drive, SATA. Second SATA drive and 3 NVMe drives, 2.5 gig Ethernet, and my 4070 Ti. Super duper. She gets the job done. But I think I got the board with the CPU, because it's all integrated, for like 500 or something. It was less, it was decently less than a CPU and board combo. Like a traditional board and CPU. And since it's a mobile chip, it has the benefit of being fairly power efficient. But again, not a course that I would recommend for most. Alright, let's see here. Are we done planting? Gotta move to another field. Oh, jeez. Just busted up. We are done. Now you can work this one, dude. He is getting older, but it's still a good workhorse. I wouldn't go to a 5,000 card. Don't escape. Do the goats need hay? I haven't fed the goats for a long time. Oh, they're good. All right, back to the dairy. What? What? What is this? Doesn't support Windows 11. That's the... What? What? The B450 doesn't have a... No, it's probably in BIOS. No, it's probably in BIOS. You just have to turn on the TPM chip. It's probably called something else. And if that doesn't work, you just do Shift F10 when you load Windows, Winblows, installer, and you tell it to bypass the TPM requirement because it's a lab setup, and presto whammo, it's installed. Well, I mean, if you want to pretend it doesn't work, okay. But there's ways around it. I know a guy. He knows stuff. There's a TPM bypass. There's a bypass so you don't have to have a Microsoft account. There's a bypass for the older CPU check. I mean, Fortnite plays on a Switch. You probably are generating too many frames. You just need to knock it back a bit. Get off my stuff. All right, let's dump our goat milk. Load up our bottled milk. Goat milk bottled. Activate. See, 10, 20. I thought about bringing up my soybeans. 30 soybeans, 30 water makes 21 soy milk. So if we look at our soybean, 12.37 per thou. Soy milk, 18.85 per thou. No, it's not worth it because I'm losing product. But like my goat milk is 3,014. My bottled milk is 22.70, but I get double. So since this is more than half of this, it's better to make this because I get double this than that. And the same with regular milk. Right, regular milk. Where is it at? It's with the M's, you fool. Where is that at? Who remembers their alphabet? Not me. 7.58. Bottled milk is more than half, 7.58. So therefore, man, we got lots of bottled milk. Okay, where does bottled milk go? Applebee's. Can we sort by this? No. Closeness and highest of priceness. $5.60. That's too far away. Farmers market. Too far away. Go to the strip mall. No Raz, it's not strippers. Where's the strip mall? Where is it? Oh, it's right there. Well, that was quick. Yeah, we're gonna be in and air soon as we sell this and drive back. All right, that's gonna do it for the night. Well, thank you all for coming out, watching, and hanging out for the last couple hours as we plant our spring crops here on Judith Plains. We'll be back next Monday. Probably be doing some hay again, doing some grass work, doing some clover work. I'll get these fields of barley fertilized. Probably get everything weeded between now and then. I'll be over on my secondary channel Friday night doing roadcraft. If you want to hang out Friday night with us, then by all means, come on over and hang out. Exclamation FK's Funhouse in chat to get a link to that channel. We also do other games over there, like American Truck Sim on Sunday night. Beta 1.55, it just dropped. We'll probably be running the open beta. That means Iowa coming soon to an ATS near you. I'm thinking maybe toward the end of this month, early July, for a drop on that. Until next time, happy farming.